Southern Miss baseball
To the
talk.
top.
The Auburn Regional starts Friday. Like I said, they play at 2 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Auburn and Penn play at 7 p.m. On ESPN Plus as well. Let's get into it, boys. Southern Miss winning their conference.
Yes.
First year in the Sun Belt.
As they should have. Came in and showed them what's boss.
Exactly, and you love to see that. Obviously, as a baseball fan in general, I would love to see him play against Coastal in that championship game.
I would have liked to see it.
Yeah.
As a Southern Miss fan, you don't mind not.
You don't mind winning a conference tournament.
No, as long as you come out with the dub, that's all that matters.
You never can be too sad about that. But let's talk about it, guys. They play against Sanford. Samford. It's Sanford. Okay.
Not Stanford.
I knew it's not Stanford, but I can't remember if it was an M or an M.
SAM.
Okay, so
As in monkey.
Lee, you are the biggest Southern Miss baseball fan here. So I'm
Top.
gonna let you take control of this one. What are you thinking about this the game against Sanford?
First thought as a Southern Miss fan playing against Samford is, do we pitch Tanner Hall game one?
Oh, that's a tough one right there.
And I've been seeing a lot of things, and I don't know if they're all 100% true, but I've been seeing that Samford is not throwing their ace game one. They are throwing a midweek starter, which I thought was really confusing because it's like,
Might be smoke though.
But if that's the case, do you want to throw your ace game one against a
win?
midweek starter?
That's what I'm saying. Ooh, I didn't know that.
It's a good question.
I mean, there could be smoke screens.
And I've always been on the side of like old school baseball. Don't change what's been working. Throw your best. It's so much harder to win a regional in the losers bracket.
That's true.
Just go win your first game, and then we'll figure out Auburn or
Who's
Penn.
next? Because if you're that
after
confident to start your midday against a Southern Miss,
Which I think
it's more of a.
There are two reasons that they would do that. It's either one, they're super confident that they can beat us, or number two, they know that they can't and they want to save their ace for an elimination game.
Which
I
either
think-
strategy, I think it's probably more likely to be the second.
I think it's the latter,
Yeah.
but who knows? Maybe they just really think they're gonna win. Who knows?
Hey man, if it is, I like the confidence.
It's a really tough regional to be in. The 3 and 4 seed, I don't think are going to be super competitive. It's all about that 1 and 2 seed in this one.
I think so too.
It's Auburn and Southern Miss, and Southern Miss has got the biggest chip on their shoulder. Right
They're
now.
hot, dude. They're hot.
They have been on fire,
and they're playing for something.
Scott
they
Berry's
got-
last year, baby.
They're playing for something, man.
They got it's Scott Berry's last year. It's their last chance to get him a natty.
telling you,
And
man.
Funny fact, here's the thing. Scott Berry's first year, his first
regional was at Auburn.
they played Auburn.
That's
they played
right,
Auburn.
that's right.
Wow.
And it was his first year as a head coach. He played Auburn. Now his final year as a head coach makes the Auburn regional.
full circle, man. Full circle.
But it's a tough regional, but Auburn, the way that they have like handled this whole debacle of the selection committee has been so terrible.
Yeah.
And
Terrible,
it's just
man.
like, man, I want Southern to beat the hell out of them.
Coming from somebody who does not like Auburn at all.
Freaking bad.
Coming from somebody who absolutely despises Auburn, like wouldn't even piss on them if they were on fire. I hope Southern Miss just skull drags them through the dirt.
But have you been seeing what Auburn's been? They had a instead of like getting ready because regionals are 2 days away.
Yeah, dude.
They're 2 days, and instead of like getting ready, getting mentally prepared, they're out there partying on the lake.
I thought I saw that.
God, I hope we kill them.
I'm like, what on
man.
earth are y'all doing?
I know Southern Miss ain't doing that. You know that's Scott
That
Berry's
is
not allowed.
insane.
Hell no, they already in Auburn.
Yeah, but
They're in Auburn right now.
They've been in Auburn since yesterday,
That's what
man.
I'm saying, man.
They're getting ready.
They got
This is-
determination on their side.
That's the thing in this regional for Southern Miss and for the entire run they have this year. It's like every single team has their eye on a natty at this point. Every single team wants to win their regional, win their super, get to Omaha.
It's beyond RPI. We're not talking about rankings anymore. We're not talking about who's
This is
gonna
virtual.
host what. This is go win baseball games.
It's
That's all you
baseball.
gotta do.
I mean, and
It's that simple.
it's literally, and it's such a recent thing to use, but it's like, what was Ole Miss saying last year? I mean, at the end of the day, it's like they weren't coming into those games saying, "Oh, we're a Final Four team and there's no way win." They weren't saying that kind of stuff.
No,
Once
they were
you're
like,
in,
let's go. Once
win a
you're
game.
in it, there's
you're in, man.
anybody can do it.
I'm telling you.
What did? Oh my gosh, who was it? Cal Fullerton.
Yes,
Four seed?
Fullerton. Yes, hang on, I got to pull.
2008, right?
Let's see.
I used to know history pretty well.
I can't remember that one.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of Coastal and back in like 2015.
Coastal in 2016.
2016 when they won it all. Nobody like they were the biggest underdog that nobody ever expected them to win it all.
No one did
and they
think
go
that
and
one.
win it. Like it's insane.
It's just the one sport where like there will be a team that makes it that nobody thought.
and it's going to be the Tulane
Exactly.
Green Waves,
and
baby.
it's going to be really
Tulane.
It's going to be Tulane, I'm telling you.
Tulane.
like a 4 seed is going to upset someone. I don't know who and I don't know which, but one of them is
should have
going to
projected
happen.
one. We should have predicted one.
Oral Roberts could do it.
That's a good one.
Tulane the 4
Army. Tulane is the 4 seed.
Tulane's going to win it all.
Tulane. He's got Tulane. But no, that's the thing though. Plus, Southern Miss is playing for Coach Barry.
Hey,
They're
man,
playing
yeah.
for a regional. I mean, for Omaha, it's bigger for them than every team wants to get there, but it feels like they got a little bit something bigger they're playing for.
Do y'all
than
remember
just a
when they made?
championship.
Do y'all remember when they made the World Series in 09?
Yes, I do.
In 09.
I remember that
was-
final. I remember that final
not
double play,
around.
bro.
I don't remember.
Oh, the one against Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the only time they made it.
I remember making it. I don't remember much from Omaha.
Yeah.
I remember
well,
making it, but I
no.
don't remember Omaha that much.
I remember
That's the only
they
reason
almost-
why, because they lost first round
Yeah.
to Texas.
I
and
remember they
Omaha.
almost beat Texas, and then I can't remember who the second game was against.
I can't
but
remember
it was not good.
They lost to Texas and then lost that second game.
It was just fun to make Omaha that
Hey,
year.
it was crazy to beat Florida too.
But-
That was crazy.
Because that was the first time I was like, dang, Southern Miss is good at
Getting
sports.
to go to
Man, and well,
As
we all remember them being terrible at football. Baseball is the only thing the school is relevant for at this point.
not the basketball. We're a basketball school now. What are you talking about?
They're good at football.
Make the tourney.
We're a women's soccer school.
You're right. You're right. We're a volleyball team. No.
Don't know.
Oh God! No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. Where'd my money go?
All right, back to Southern Miss
Back
baseball.
to Southern Miss baseball.
Back to Southern Miss baseball.
No, but as a person who's been to Omaha, I've gotten to go to the College World Series 3 times now.
I bet that's insane.
It's the
I'm jealous.
best. It is the best experience. It's like you can feel the tension in the air.
That's all my bucket
when
list is to
everybody's
go to one of
there.
those games.
I'm telling
It's
you,
so
man.
much fun.
I mean, like even when we went to the World Series, when the Red Sox went to the World Series, we went. Like I've been to baseball games, but I've never been to a playoff baseball game.
Yeah,
A
no,
game- a
it's different.
It's
different.
different. I've been to a Saints
something
playoff
else.
game. I've been to playoff games. I haven't been to an NBA playoff game, but I've been to playoff games. A baseball playoff game, especially a championship. There is nothing like that tension.
Yeah,
There's
no.
nothing like that. I've never been so tense for so long because baseball is so slow. So
Yeah.
you're not, even if someone hits a home run in the first inning or a grand slam, it doesn't matter. It's like we still got 8 more innings to
That's
play.
like this. You could be up 12 to nothing, and then the game's not over till that night. That
Ninth
last
inning,
out.
man.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
telling
man,
you.
it's one of the, it's easily the most tense sport ever, in my opinion. I
Gotta
love
go
it.
get 27 outs.
Yeah,
That's what you
27 freaking outs, and so that's why I love it. It's hard to beat competitive playoff regional
And
baseball.
getting to have that regional at USM last year was like
Oh, the super regional too, man. It was
there was
awesome.
nothing cooler than me just waking up at
Just
8
walk over.
o'clock in the morning, going to find like the cheapest general admission ticket on StubHub that I could.
Yep.
Driving to the parking garage and just walking to the stadium.
It's like,
with
oh, yeah.
just pack full.
Doesn't beat it.
Doesn't
man.
get better.
It was the coolest experience.
I would like to point out that we are the only Mississippi team in.
We're the one shot for the three-peat. One shot for the
If we
three-peat.
get so, hear me out. If we get the 3P, doesn't I think Mississippi runs college baseball? Right?
No, if they
I
win
mean,
it, they
I mean, if
have to be,
Southern
right?
wins it, we run college baseball.
I mean, you
Man.
can't say no.
Yeah, if they win 3 straight Mississippi teams,
Shoot, William
Speaking of
Carey's
Miss-
about to win the NAIA.
that doesn't surprise me at
Speaking of
all.
Mississippi teams, the boys from back home, P-Town, Purvis Tornadoes, going to play for state
Hey,
tonight, baby.
good job. I was
Good
about to
luck,
say,
boys.
gotta
Good
get that
luck to
plug.
y'all. Bring back state, baby. Bring it back. Let's go.
That's 4A, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
4A.
4A.
Who are they playing?
West Lauderdale.
Lauderdale.
Okay.
They got it, baby. It's
Heck
a 2-game
yeah.
series. God, I hope they win.
Best out of 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope they win that, man.
I
get
hope
it.
they win
Go
it.
get
Shout
it,
out,
Purvis.
shout out Purvis.
Shout out Purvis, baby.
Purvis
alumni.
Tornadoes.
All right,
go.
I guess we can keep talking a little bit more about this regional. So I guess final thoughts. Who do you think comes out of the Auburn regional championship game? Maybe how about this championship game? And then who will they be playing in the Super?
I have Southern Miss winning it.
Okay.
I also have Southern Miss winning.
Yeah.
Screw Auburn.
A little bit of bias in this
Hate
one, I
Auburn.
think.
But I will say, I think it's going to go down. I think Southern Miss will beat Auburn in the winner's side game.
Yeah.
Auburn
Make it a game.
beats Samford and then wins game 1.
Against Southern
Makes
again.
it a 7-game regional.
I
But then,
wouldn't be surprised by that.
And
but then USM's fantastically deep pitching
Mm-hmm.
takes them out.
And see, that's what
Takes
scared
them
me
out.
at first. It's like their pitching. We lost a lot of pitching to the
We
draft
did.
last year.
We
We
did.
lost
we
a lot
also
of
got
depth.
we also got a little spoiled though. Like
We
last
did.
year-
We
We
had
did.
such a good rotation.
Our pitching
It's like
last
this
year
year's
was
a little bit
filthy.
more. It's
was that?
elite, I'd say, but it's like a little bit more realistic.
Who was
you know?
who was our ace from last? Who was their ace
Tanner
from last
Hall.
year?
Tanner.
Yeah, dude.
He's still here.
Yeah.
No,
Still-
I'm talking about the kid who transferred to Florida.
Oh,
Dude, who was throwing like 95, 97
can't
in
remember.
warm-ups, dude.
I forget his name. If we still have,
Y'all
him.
know who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
yeah,
I
number 2, man.
That dude's
Absolutely
a-
filthy,
I
man.
forget
I
his
wish
damn name.
if he had not left, dude, our pitching would have still been
Can't believe I forgot his
still
name.
would have been pretty good.
But
I like Southern coming out with it,
Okay.
but I also have them going up. It also depends who wins the Clemson Regional.
Yep.
Clemson Regional, you got Clemson, you got Lipson, you got Charlotte, and you got Tennessee. And Tennessee and Clemson are the two of the best teams in that regional. And I think it's gonna be Southern Miss hosting a super regional against the Tennessee Volunteers.
I don't know
You don't know if
we
they'll
would
get it.
host.
Yeah.
Well, why would we not host though? That's the thing.
Because I don't. What's
we-
their RPI?
Yeah, what is
Southern
it?
has
Yeah.
they have one better than Southern Miss.
Oh,
They're
you said
20
number
and-
20.
and they're 21. So it'd
Dang.
be kind of tough.
We did-
Southern has the better
Hey, I'm
record.
down to go
They'd
to
have to
Knoxville.
outbid, but the thing
Yeah.
is, SEC teams are always going to have more money. They're going to have
always
bigger
gonna host.
stadiums, so they're going to
host.
they're
Yeah.
going to host
If
it.
they can find a way, they're gonna. So
So we're rooting for Charlotte and Lipscomb to.
well, this
to
is
pull
what I'm
off
gonna
the
say.
upset.
I'm telling you, Charlotte is a team to watch.
Charlotte's not bad.
Coming into this season, they were highly touted. They've got a really good unit. I like a lot of their. They got like a team. It's a team. You know,
They don't have one
Yeah,
strength.
they
have.
don't. Yeah, it's just a good team.
Yeah.
I like Charlotte a lot. I've liked them all season. They've had a lot of hype around them since the beginning of the season. Maybe it wasn't as good as some people thought they could be, but they're one of those teams that've got a chip on their shoulder. I really like Charlotte's. I think Charlotte and Lipscomb are decent teams. They have a decent shot in this. I think Charlotte comes out of that.
Interesting fact about Charlotte: they have the number 8 non-conference strength of schedule.
Yep.
And they have a winning record against top 25 RPI. So
Telling you, man,
if
Charlotte.
there is a 3 seed that could do it,
I like Charlotte a
it is
lot.
Charlotte.
The only thing that scares me is just going to Clemson. Going to Clemson.
At least
is going
Charlotte's
to be,
in Carolina, so they're not going far.
It's not, well, I mean, if Charlotte wins,
If
that
Charlotte
regional,
wins, we host.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
we would host,
Oh
for
no,
sure.
yeah, no, yeah.
If
Southern
Charlotte
win.
wins, we host.
Yeah.
So let's pray that Charlotte wins.
I legitimately think Charlotte wins.
They
that
have
one.
a chance. They most certainly do.
Clemson's
If Tennessee-
hot, and it's hard to beat a team that's top 4 seed because they're one of the 4 seed.
Yeah, they're
top
one
4
of the.
seeds.
But
They're
they
one
need-
of the national seeds.
They need Tennessee
Exactly.
They need Tennessee to wipe the floor with them.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's
And
gonna
then-
be tough for
I mean,
Clemson to lose.
So
but
if
Clemson
Charlotte,
loses,
if Tennessee beats Charlotte and Clemson beats them, Tennessee and Clemson play each other. And then Lipson and Charlotte. Charlotte needs to beat Lipson, and I think Tennessee needs to beat Clemson. Just
So you think that Charlotte would have to play Clemson in the losers?
probably
Charlotte can't lose the first game.
Charlotte.
Charlotte's got to win.
They have to play Tennessee,
Charlotte's
though.
got to beat Tennessee.
Yeah,
If they would have a chance, they got to.
they can't.
They got to make it
They
out of the
can't
first
lose
round.
to Tennessee and then somehow get back out.
I
and
mean,
see that.
if they beat Tennessee, that lights a fire under them.
If they can win it, go to and play Clemson game 2, and no matter what happens in that game, at least get to see what Clemson's like. I think that'd
Yeah,
really
they get
help
to
them.
at
they
least
come back.
see some Clemson batters.
They
and
come
see what
back, and if
happens
they win
there.
that elimination game, come back and play them a second time.
Yeah.
They kind of have an understanding. Plus, like
2 wins is tough, but
plus like rotations as well. The rotations would
I
be.
mean, USM did it last.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not.
Anyone can
It's
do it.
never impossible, especially when you're down in baseball. It's like
Anyone can do it.
anyone can do.
Yeah.
That's the one sport where teams came back 3-0 in the MLB. It's like we saw in NBA how difficult it is to come back from 3-0.
There are only 2 sports that's ever happened: hockey and baseball.
And hockey's happened like 4 times. I was like,
it's happened
the only team
times.
and the only team that's done it in
crazy.
baseball is the Boston Red Sox.
And the Celtics should have done it, but
They-
I will tell you, man, watching that Game 7, we'll get to that in just a second. That was. I get how hard it is to win 4 straight dang games, especially in basketball. But
it's ridiculous.
But yeah, I think Charlotte plays Clemson in the championship game. Personally, I think Charlotte needs to find a way to win all the way out to the championship of the regional. I think that really, it's gonna be hard for them to beat Clemson twice, in my opinion.
it's gonna be hard.
I think if they win the first 2, they win the regional.
Yeah.
But if they find if Clemson beats them in that second game, they have to number one. They have to beat Tennessee.
They have to beat Tennessee first.
They have to beat Tennessee first game.
First things first.
If they lose first game,
It's
I think
over.
it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, Tennessee's still a hot team in baseball, man.
Yeah, Tennessee's still
they
good.
haven't done anything special this year than what they've been compared
They're
to
still
a
good,
couple
though.
years. But I mean, it's still Tennessee. They're no slouch.
Yeah, there's, like we said, number 20 in RPI. So, that's a fun. I just love that one. I think Charlotte can give a run for the money if they can win the right games. But yeah, I got Southern Miss hosting Super against Charlotte.
That's right.
So we'll
To
see
the
what
top,
happens.
baby.
To the top.
I hope so.
I'm hoping.
I would be so happy if that happened.
Me too. Wouldn't that be cool to get to host another Super?
Oh, dude, have another Super in
Let's not
Hattiesburg?
lose this one, though.
No.
That'd be really
First
fun.
things first. Handle the business in Auburn.
Yes.
We're talking ahead a lot.
Yes.
Win
You
your-
got to beat Auburn
Win
first.
your regional
One
first.
game at a, it's all one game at a time.
Exactly.
now.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
But I think that'll do it for Southern Miss Talk, boys.
All right.
To the top, boys.
To the top. Let's
the
see what
top.
happens. We'll be watching on Friday, y'all.
Do it for Scott.
Dang right.